Hello everyone, this is Rito here with another endgame Calamity weapon showcase. Today we're going to be looking at the Animus weapon, which is a bit different because it doesn't fire any projectiles. So it's just a normal, true melee weapon. The interesting thing about this weapon is it actually changes its damage when you hit enemies. The tooltip says randomizes its damage on enemy hits. As I hit the enemy, the DPS actually changes and fluctuates between anywhere from low 300s up to 500 right there. There's a 5% chance for it to hit for 50,000 damage, which is the max, and a 25% chance to hit for 4,000 damage, which is the lowest. And then there's different percentages for all the damages in between. So let's go ahead and try it on a larger group. You can see we're definitely able to hit for over 2 million, but not consistently. If we get some of those big hits frequently and get lucky, we'll be able to hit close to 2 million, but most of the time it's like 1.5 million damage. It's still pretty good damage, but let's see how it performs on some bosses. So I'm switching it to day, summoning Providence, and let's see. You see, already we're having a slow clear because we have to actually be near the boss. That's pretty slow for a post-Supreme Calamitous weapon. Let's see how it does with the Cosmic Worm. I mean, it kills it very quickly, but that was mainly because I was hitting the tail. Let's see how it does on the second form. So I'm gonna have to take some hits in order to take him out. Going back for a second one. Yeah, you kind of just have to tank with this weapon. We still can defeat, endgame bosses, but I would not usually choose a weapon like this. It is kind of fun. I think it might do better on something like the Pumpkin Moon, so let's give that a try. Throw on a Zerg potion. Yeah, this is kind of a fun way to kill the Pumpkin Moon. I mean, if we put on a different weapon, this would probably be even faster. But it's kind of fun. You honestly don't take that much damage if you're fighting mobs like this because they're just not going to get close enough to you. This is the endgame version of this event, so all the enemies are quite a bit buffed. You can still see that we plow right through them. Kill those. We kill those pumpkins almost instantly. Interesting, so this actually can't hit through walls. All these enemies inside of this are protected. Okay, well I think we've seen enough here. It can do pretty well, but once again I'm taking damage from these pumpkins because we can't really... I'm gonna just clear these enemies all up with a different weapon. Okay, so back to this sword. Let's see how we craft it. The recipe for Animus is pretty simple. You just craft it from the Blade of Enmity and Shadow Spec bars. So the Blade of Enmity you can get from just crafting Bars of Life and Core of Calamity. So it's a very simple recipe to craft this interesting weapon. As far as a review of it, or what my opinion is, I think it's been pretty clear. I am not a fan of endgame weapons that don't have some sort of ranged damage to them or projectiles. There's so many other weapons like the True Excalibur or the Nano Black Reaper that you could be using as a melee class, even a yo-yo, that you really wouldn't be using this weapon. I don't know of many applications where this is going to be a good choice. I'd say make sure with your Shadow Spec bars to get other weapons first, the ones that are going to be more useful for farming Supreme Calamitous. And then once when you've got those, this is a good one to get just for kind of a completion standpoint. And it's fun to run around with a kind of an old school feel. When you start Terraria, all weapons are true melee. So it's fun to kind of go back to that and run around in that way, just super overpowered. But other than that, I wouldn't say this is really that useful of a weapon. So don't worry about getting it until you've got the other ones. That'll sum it up for this weapon showcase for Animus. I'm also doing a Calamity bow playthrough on Revengeance Mode. If you're interested in watching that, that's on my channel as well. And if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe so you won't miss the next one. And I'll see you next time.